is the art of reading getting to the last page. Or maybe you don't read and you want to adopt the culture. This would help, inshallah. Ibn Mas'ud said, لا يكن هم أحدكم آخر السورة. Let not your concern be getting to the last chapter, getting to the last page, but extract as much benefit as you can. Pause and ponder over things you read. Like me and you can read the same book. I would extract 2 benefits and you would extract 100 benefits, but it's the same content, the same amount of time. Abu Bakr was saying, جميل علومي في القرآن ولكن تكاثر عنه قول الناس. Every single knowledge you're looking for, you find it in the Quran. But the problem is the depth of people thinking are so short that they can't exert it to its full potential. That is why that great sheikh that the world has heard of for years and centuries now, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, in his final time, there's no knowledge or field except that he's a master and authority in that field. When he was in prison in his final moment, and they took away his books, they took away his students, all he had was recitation of Quran. So he said he is saddened by the fact that he wasted his time on غير معاني القرآن, upon things and pondering in the gems and golds and beauties that are in the Quran. It's not that he didn't do that. He did more than that, more than most people. But he was saying that he didn't do much of it. He would have left usul al-fiqh, he would have left tafsir and other things. So this is because we don't want you to fall the victim of arafta shay'an wa gabat anka ashya. You read something, you undergo a process or a program, you know one thing, but millions of things have escaped you. That is why when a man came to Abdullah ibn Abbas, he said he could recite the whole Quran once or twice in a day, once or twice in a night. Ibn Abbas was saying, no, I would prefer to recite a very short chapter over and over again, pondering over its meaning, than to recite multiple chapters, not pondering over its meaning. But if you must, then recite to the extent that you can hear what you are saying, you can benefit yourself to a certain level. And if totally you are not someone who reads, then know that the best of deeds, as the Prophet mentioned, is the one with consistency and persistency, wa in qalla, even if it's done in small amount and in small strides. So pick it up and do it. That is why Uthman bin Affan said, لو أن قلوبنا ظهرت, if our heart were clean, ما شبعنا من ذكر ربنا, we wouldn't have shun away from remembrance of Allah, reciting His book. وإني لأخشى أن يأتيني يوما لا أنظر إلى مصحف. I am very afraid. I do not see a possible day that will come upon me that I do not look at the Mus'haf, the book of Quran, the book of Allah, the Quran. And his book, Uthman bin Affan, was so tattered. He completes the whole Quran under 7 days or in 7 days. So all you have to do is be consistent. Pick a day, pick a time. After Maghrib prayer, open that book, read a page, just a page, or maybe half a page. But be consistent and you see how you become increasing. And the whole point of reading isn't to amount information. Ibn Mas'ud said, knowledge is not having an abundant kathrati riwayah, having all the book collections, reading all and memorizing volumes and chains of narrations and what have you. True knowledge is fear of Allah. Its action, its impact, its benefit. So when you are reading, that should be your intention. And once that becomes your intention, لا يعدله شيئا. Like Imam Ahmed mentioned, there's nothing that is to that level. And perhaps in another video, we're going to give books recommendations. Assalamu alaikum.